tell me that you are in a Texas podcast studio without telling me you're in a Texas podcast studio.
It looks like you are wearing Willie Nelson's hat on your head.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect.
Should we, one of us clap?
We should both clap.
It doesn't line up though.
But if I'm separating both audios and sending you both files, then you put the claps together.
Yeah, but the claps aren't lining up. So why would that mean everything after that lines up?
I don't know. We'll see. That's how science works.
Okay. One, two, three.
Hi, I'm Maggie.
And I'm Amanda.
And we're sisters. In law. We're watching Suits one episode at a time.
It's a show so nice, I've watched it twice.
And a show so great, I'm watching it late.
Thanks so much for tuning in.
Maggie's never seen it and Amanda's obsessed. They don't wear fancy suits, they are casually dressed. They are sisters-in-law and they got a show about a law firm drama that aired a few years ago. Only Suits fans, 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 only Suits fans. Only Suits fans.
This is Season 9, Episode 3, Windmills, and Season 9, Episode 4, Cairo.
Cairo.
Do
Both of
you know
these
that
throwaway lines from Loose Lit.
Yeah, they are throwaway lines. When I see Cairo, I think of Cairo, like Cairo syrup.
Mm-hmm. Like,
you know, like the
pie.
The sugar. Yeah, they meaning my parents and my grandparents couldn't really get me to like take a bottle, I guess. So they used to put Cairo syrup in it. They used to put high fructose corn syrup, like pecan pie syrup, in my bottle at the youngest of ages. And if that didn't bring out a little bit of an addiction to sugar, you know, at an early age, might as well throw a creme brulee in there. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yeah, it's wild. People used to put all kinds of things in bottles. They were just like, oh, here's sweetened condensed milk. Perfect.
Oh well, you know how much I love a can of condensed milk.
I do know.
Just
that
eat
was
that
your
stuff with a
pandemic
spoon.
snack.
It was my, yeah, I would say one of the many poor choices. I would just like walk around for like hours on end and then come back and be like, well, I haven't eaten. I'll eat this entire can of condensed milk and just watch Contagion on repeat, the movie about a pandemic.
Yeah, it was a really great time for mental health and physical health everywhere.
Peak time. Yeah. And just like strong diet choices, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of diet choices, I wrote a beefy brief.
Oh my gosh. You know how much I love a beefy brief.
Yes.
Let's hear
brief.
Okay. Let's hear it, girl.
The partners are partnering up and seeing the best in each other. Donna and Harvey take their relationship to the next level by bringing in the parents and sharing stories from their past. Samantha and Alex are playing Catan, eating Chinese food, and putting evil construction companies' blackmail to rest once and for all. Katrina and Faye seem to be blooming into a nice little rule-following partnership, brought about in a roundabout way by Susan the associate trying to blackmail Katrina over the Brian non-affair. And Lewis is a captain without a ship, or a judgeship, until a girl's night lifts his spirits higher than the famous dance sequence in Dirty Dancing. When all the named partners band together to secure Donna's vote and Faye's respect, is it a tipping point for the firm to lean into the light and away from the shady below-the-belt deals? I don't know. I've never seen this season before.
That's great. Because it's true.
It's true. I try and like only state facts in my brief.
Yeah. Well, nobody wants a fake beefy brief, you know?
No. You want to be like, I could grab that.
We don't want a beefy brief full of bullshit.
Oh, no.
Okay. We're going to kick it off here, girl. Get us in there before the credits. Before the credits.
Sheila makes Lewis drink some tea, and she asks him if this is the worst thing that has ever happened to him. Mm-hmm. He just doesn't want to be a ballless cat, and she reminds him that this isn't the end of the world. But Lewis was actually getting really good at being managing partner, and he doesn't know how long he can keep going to work not being in charge. It's going to be
Okay.
really difficult.
Right. Then Harvey talks to Donna about why she didn't come over last night, and she didn't know how to make sense of him taking her side if he doesn't agree with her. He didn't want her to be mad at him, and she tells him she's not going to leave him for this. Like, he was getting like paranoid because, you know, he's had this fear of like everybody leaves him. But they need to figure out a way and not talk about work. And he gets this idea from Oprah. While they're flirting, Gretchen says they need to go see Lewis and that he's not. Oh, so the idea from Oprah is that they're going to go to dinner and like not talk about work for, 3 hours or whatever. And then while they're flirting, Gretchen says they need to go see Lewis, that he is not managing partner anymore. And Donna needs to go to Lewis, and Harvey's going to go see Faye. Okay. A lot here in this scene happens. I feel like in these episodes, like I've already scooted a little bit ahead again, just because I'm excited. But in 3 and 4, I feel we really are seeing the softer side of Harvey.
Yes.
I mean,
he's watching Oprah.
It's like, and it made me think, I hate to even say all this before the credits even
Do
ends,
it.
but
Just
like,
say it. Just say
just
it.
get out there. I feel like this is kind of the Harvey everybody wanted Harvey to be, but Harvey couldn't have had the character line that he had and like that strong point of view if he was this soft. And it just feels like now we're getting to see it. Like, this is the real Harvey. And like, he had been hiding for 8 seasons. And now we're like, this is Harvey. And here's the thing, like, Harvey has always been my boyfriend, like, since the beginning when I started watching this for the first time, because I saw the potential.
Right.
I knew that this is how Harvey would be.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just happy that you're getting to experience it, because there's been times where I think you've probably questioned Harvey being my boyfriend.
I have.
But this Harvey in like this light is just, I mean,
I've wondered, I've been like, gosh, like, oh, Amanda, this seems like, is he a good guy? Is he
right? I knew you thought it.
selfish?
People
But
have
it
said
really-
that.
Yeah. But then seeing like honestly, I feel like all the women in this show have brought him to this point, like
Yeah.
Jessica Pearson incrementally helped him take accountability and become a better leader. And then Paula, of course, we have to thank her for everything she did except for being in a relationship with him, because that was a weird season.
Yeah.
Even Scotty, I think her work on Harvey helped him
Yeah.
become a better man. And now
Yeah.
Donna, of course,
She's getting to
prepared him
reap
for
those
you.
benefits. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. She's just handing him to you on a silver platter, Amanda.
Thank you. Anyways, that's what I'll have to say about that.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
So then we see Harvey, and he is pissed at Faye for her decision to demote Lewis, and he threatens that he sure as hell isn't answering to her. He's just
I don't feel like you can do that, because like
No.
he actually is answering to her. It's like, okay, Harvey, all right.
They
good.
all say that. They're all like, I'm not going to do what you say, Faye. And she goes, but you are.
Yeah.
She's like, what? No, you will. Then we hear our favorite song.
Our favorite song.
A greenback boogie.
Boogie. That was perfect for me.
Okay, it was very off for me. So we'll see. Is the clap right or the greenback boogie right?
Interesting. Like, we sounded not only so perfect, but maybe like in harmony and melody, or whatever those things are you're supposed to do when you're singing.
In harmony, in melody, in rhythm,
And blues.
in beatbox, and jazz.
Yeah. I just, real quick, and I'll cut this, but people who are watching this can see it. We're never going to actually be completely equal on screen, because I'm just realizing how big my face is. Like, it's like American Dad. It's like a cartoon character from American Dad.
No,
it really
I have a
is.
huge head. I have a huge head, Amanda. We actually have
Maggie,
the same size head. I can make my head the same size as yours.
Look at that. That's from American Dad.
A girl in high school told me I have a Jay Leno chin.
Oh yeah, I also maybe that. I think it's more American Dad, because it's just like obnoxious. Look at that. But there's been times I've literally, people have taken pictures. I'm like, don't post that. I look like I'm from American Dad.
But you know what? People get chin implants.
Not this one.
No, they do. They get chin implants. They're like, give me that chin. Anyways, here we are. After the credits, Lewis is rubbing his temple in his office while the hardworking name remover man, who is constantly employed by this firm, he's taking down managing partner off of Lewis's door.
Constantly employed. He is truly.
Like, truly,
Yeah.
it's like he should be a gig worker. Like, he should be called in on contract, but he is on retainer, and he is just always there.
Yeah, but he can't. How does he even go on retainer there? Because it has to go on the letterhead, and it changes so much.
Yeah.
Do they have to continue to like re-up his retainer?
Yeah, he gets
Every
so much
time?
money because he's like, okay, well, looks like I'm going to need another
Yeah.
another bonus.
Like he thinks he has this like great business plan. He's like, I really just have one client.
Yeah, his wife was like, wow, you had a really good year, and he's like, yeah, season 9 was really really big.
Yeah, it's
Or
real hot.
season
It's real
8.
hot.
Season 8 was huge. Whew.
Well, and then they almost like throw it in your face in the song now, because at the very end it's like and they like run through every name. You're like, I can't keep up. It's like flipping a little cartoon flip book. How fast they do it.
It's hilarious.
Anyways,
Well,
sorry, I digress.
He's sitting there, and then Donna checks in on Lewis because he is not, and he's just not having it. He's like, Donna and Harvey ganged up on him, and then Donna is like, well, we don't ever want our relationship to come in between our relationship with you. You mean so much. And during this conversation, she subtly mentions that she has an older sister who turned every man she dated into a doormat. But that is not the point. And it's like, Lewis didn't know she had a sister. I didn't know she had a sister. Did you know? You knew she had a sister because you've seen it before.
This is the first time it's mentioned.
Yeah.
I mean, it was first time it's mentioned when I watched it a long time ago. But yeah, it is kind of weird. Like, why are we bringing this up? Why are we adding characters when we're honestly? It feels like, as you'll start seeing. Well, I won't say it. Never mind.
It just doesn't make sense to add that because, like, Donna could also be mad that Harvey was just not being true to himself because she can read people.
Yeah.
And so she doesn't like that he's pretending in front of her when she knows when he's pretending. Like, she doesn't need to have an older sister who turns men into doormats to be mad at Harvey for not agreeing with her when he didn't believe in her.
Agreed.
Thank you.
I totally agree. Samantha checks in with Alex about what they're going to do about Lewis. So I will say, I went in and grouped all this together. It's not just about Lewis. This is like generally the firm and Faye. Okay. So like all of this has to do with a shared common enemy, which is Faye. Okay. So that's why it's kind of like all grouped by that way. And then we have like a couple of other little small storylines. So Samantha checks in with Alex about what they're going to do about Lewis getting demoted. She got this idea to get Faye out on the up and up, and he agrees to try. They're like, okay, so they're coming together now. You know, both names on the wall. They're going to figure this out.
The 2 W's coming in for a W. Lewis then goes to see this old judge buddy, Saul, at a bar, and Lewis thinks Saul is in trouble, and that's why he's reaching out. But actually, Saul is there to recruit Lewis for a judgeship, which has always been Lewis's plan since they went to Harvard together. And Saul's like, you would make an excellent judge. I've always thought you would make such a good judge. It's not charity, but Saul does say that Lewis is the best lawyer he's ever worked with, and also the firm ship is sinking. So it's now or never, because once that ship sinks, Lewis cannot become a judge.
Yep. Depo, you get offered like your dream job, this is his dream job, to be a judge. And you're trying to help run the company of somewhere else that you also really love, and you love the people. And they need your help now more than ever. What do you do?
I jump ship and I take my dream job.
Okay. Even if it pays like a fourth of what the other job paid?
Yeah. I mean, I think I worked at TFA, and then you offered me a job at the Comedy House, and I took it. It wasn't a fourth.
Real but sweet for you to say that. It was definitely a cut.
But it was a pay cut. It was not that much of a pay cut, but it was an increase in lots of other things.
That's really sweet to say. You doing that because we're live? You doing that because we're live?
No, because it really happened. Okay. How about you? You'd go down with the ship.
I think it depends on the ship. Like if it's a Carnival boat, I got real sick on one of those, so a little
Yeah.
bit jaded. Never been on like a Ritz-Carlton yacht. Those are new, so I might stick around on that one. I think it would depend on the ship. It would depend on who my shipmates are.
Right.
And I have like several dream jobs, so it kind of depends on which dream job it would be.
Right. You would probably just be like, I'll do them both.
Yes, that's actually what I'm trying to say. Is I would tell them I would figure out how to do both. I got it. Trust me. I got it.
I've done it before. I'll do it again.
I've just got to edit this podcast. Okay.
Then Lewis tells Sheila about being offered this judgeship and how he turned it down without discussing it with her first. And she's taken aback because she's actually the one who arranged for Saul to talk to Lewis. And it was just like to get the ball rolling, but Saul was actually super excited about it. But Lewis says, like, no, a judge makes a fifth of what I make here. The firm's in trouble. They really need me. We have this kid on the way. But she's like, Lewis, just sleep on it because you've always wanted to be a judge. Please.
Yeah. Please sleep on it. Please sleep on it.
Is that a real song?
It is now because I just sung it into existence.
I love it.
Alex and Samantha, they find an out. If Faye can cause significant harm to the firm, then she will be removed. So Samantha wants to go to a client to ask them to leave. But Alex says, no, we're not doing this. And Samantha tries calling him a coward, but it doesn't work. He is not doing it. He's such a do-gooder and a try-hard, except for a couple of times he's not.
But also Samantha was like, we're going to do this on the up and up. And then she's like, great. All we have to do is pretend that a client is leaving and blame it on Faye. And then it's great. And he's like, what? That's not up and up. That's down and dirty.
It is down and dirty.
Lewis is then dreaming about arguing a case against Faye Pooperson instead of Faye Richardson. And it's in front of Judge Lewis Litt. So he's playing both roles here. And he's surrounded by like all the people he works with who are just impressed with his incredible wit and skill. Yeah. And the jury is 12 handsome Harveys who all rule that Faye is sentenced to death. And bailiff Gretchen takes her away, takes Faye to death.
Yeah. I loved this because it was so stupid and absurd.
And such a dream.
It's such a dream. It's also like, they're like, well, fuck it. We didn't get all 16 episodes. And this is our last one. What are they going to do now? Let's just do this.
They're definitely having fun. Lewis is in his Speedo in the last episode. And then here he is in a judge hat.
Oh, just you wait.
Oh,
they really have some fun later on. There's an episode coming with a scene that if you talk about it in front of my mother, she might pee in her pants.
Oh, good.
She'll laugh so hard. Yeah. Oh. And we could be there watching it with her.
Oh my gosh. Please. I'll put down pee pads.
Okay. Please put down pee pads for your mother-in-law.
Just in case.
My mother. Yeah. Dr. Lipschitz helps Lewis debrief his judge dream, and he's giggling. And then Dr. Lipschitz puts the shit on him. Is that what you said?
He shits on it. He shits on the dream.
He does shits. I get it. He shits on the dream. Yeah. Because his dream is filled with people that he works with. And if he takes this job, they won't be there with him. So
this is bad logic to me.
Okay. Go tell me more.
Okay. Dr. Lipschitz is basically saying you had a dream where you were surrounded by all the people you work with and you love working with them. So you can't become a judge because then you won't work with these people who were in your dream, which, like, of course he's going to dream about the people that he works with and not the people that he's going to work with because he doesn't have those relationships yet. So Lipschitz is basically saying, like, because you haven't experienced a judgeship, you shouldn't take that because your dream is about things that you've already experienced.
You're right. It is bad logic. I mean, I thought it was stupid too, but like I like hearing that. Like, it's assuming that only at the firm with all the names will he find friends.
Yeah,
he doesn't know any. He doesn't know any better. Like, he's only worked there, so how would he know if he can't make friends somewhere else? He's never made friends somewhere else,
and he won't lose them as friends. He'll just lose them as coworkers.
He might lose some of them. You know, you try to stay friends with all your coworkers, but you can't stay friends with all of them.
No, but I mean, you can stay with the ones, and you know, you could always have a reunion. you know?
Yeah, I did a reunion on Monday.
I saw that on your LinkedIn. It's very cute.
Yeah, we did a little reunion. So we have it now scheduled a monthly call on Mondays.
Perfect. I love it.
Isn't that cute? Yeah, please follow me
It's
on
so
LinkedIn.
cute.
Okay, next up.
So then Faye checks in with Donna, and Donna's pretty sassy to Faye. Like
Mm-hmm.
pretty uncouth, I think,
Mm-hmm.
if
Yeah,
that's the right use of that word.
yeah.
And Faye asks first, she's like, I need a secretary, and I need you, Donna, to help me get through the next few days because you're the
Mm-hmm.
best secretary that's ever been. And so I just
Mm-hmm.
need your help here.
Okay.
And Donna's very insulted by this
Yeah.
request. And
Okay.
Faye tells her, listen, if you're as loyal to this firm as you say you are, you're going to do it. And she's like, oh, or are you going to fire me or demote me? And she goes, I hope it doesn't come to that, Donna. I hope you'll just step up and help the firm.
Yeah. Samantha goes back to Alex, apologizing for what she said, and she's been very off kilter. And Alex thinks he knows what she needs. She needs some family. So he invites her over to his house for dinner. And you wrote in parentheses, I wonder if he will hook her up with his father-in-law. Is that because we never saw him hook Gretchen and the father-in-law up?
Yeah, we haven't seen it yet. So I wasn't sure if it had fallen through or if now he's kind of priming Samantha to be his future mother-in-law.
It would be kind of wild, right?
Wild and believable?
Wild and believable.
The show takes many layers.
It does. Gretchen checks in on Donna in the bathroom and tells her to go check in with Faye on her way out. Donna did not finish Faye's work, so she's kind of avoiding her. She needs someone to run interference while Donna and Harvey get their smush face on. So this is when Gretchen admits and lets Donna know that she knows about her and Harvey. And Gretchen says, I'll take care of it. Don't you even worry.
What a team player Gretchen is.
We don't deserve Gretchen, and I'm so glad we have her.
Me too. Mm-hmm. I feel like Gretchen is stepping up, and Donna could have also stepped up, but she didn't want to step down.
No.
Lewis then goes and yells at quote unquote girl with coffee, who is probably her name in the script and also what Lewis calls her in his line of dialogue. And he's like, where is Gretchen? And Faye tells him, comes in and is like, oh, well, Gretchen is working for me now on a temporary basis. And Faye then tells him once she gets up and running, he can have Gretchen back. She just needs her to like get her stuff organized, but this is not good.
Mm-hmm. Lewis asks Gretchen where the hell Donna is. She tells him that she volunteered for helping Faye, and he tells her that he has endured more humiliation in the last week than he ever thought possible. He needs Donna's support, and Gretchen suggests letting it go until tomorrow. It's like, just chill out.
Yeah, but ultimately she tells him where they're eating dinner.
Yeah.
Donna and Harvey are then on their date, and they've spent an entire half a bottle of wine talking about Faye Richardson.
Which is just one glass each, by the way.
Yeah.
A half a bottle. Like, we spent a half a bottle of wine. I'm like, we've been talking about her during this glass. So it's like, how do you make things sound more dramatic? And you say a half a bottle of wine. That's
right.
2 glasses.
Yeah. It seems like they were talking for a really long time, but it probably was like, what, 10 minutes? How long does it take to drink a glass of wine?
I don't know. Depends. There's so many
seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
But they realize, like, without talking about Faye, they have nothing else to talk about. And so then they're kind of just like sitting in awkward silence, talking about water and the weather. And Donna gets a little sassy with Harvey. And he's like, oh, I know why you being sassy reminds me of my childhood friend's mom, who was also a redhead. And I always had a crush on her. And then she's like, oh, I never knew that. And then he asks her to tell him something he doesn't know about her. Kind of weird to have a crush on, I don't know. I guess kids do. But like, I don't think I ever had a crush on a friend's dad.
No. I already look like a middle-aged businesswoman. I didn't need to be having a crush on somebody's dad.
I remember in middle school, everyone was like, oh, our social studies teacher's so hot. And I was like, he's a man.
What are you doing, dude? What are you doing?
Like, no, he's not.
Yeah.
Like, he's a grown-up. Like, we're children.
Yeah. We have crushes on boys.
We have crushes on little boys when we were little girls.
Right. Not now.
Just
to clarify.
The last part of this date is that Harvey agrees that clearing his head really did help because he thinks he knows why they fired Dan, which is another storyline that we'll talk about. but he's going to work on it tomorrow. And just then, Lewis calls Donna and she goes, oh, I should answer this. But he's like, no, we're not doing work. So she ignores it. But Lewis watches her ignore it and then watches her and Harvey start laughing because he's standing in the restaurant making the call. The call is coming from inside the restaurant.
I thought it was outside of it.
Inside, outside, I mean, there.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Because that would have been really weird if he was standing at the table next to them.
I thought he was literally in the restaurant, just like up a couple feet.
Oh, I thought he was outside looking in.
It's probably the reflection on the glass and I didn't read it right.
Yeah, who knows? Where are we?
Samantha's at Alex's home.
Yeah, she's at Alex's home. Samantha's at Alex's home. And they learn that his back bumper has been dented. And then they discover that Joy dented it and tried to hide it. And then Samantha awkwardly sinks to the back of the kitchen as they tell Joy she's going to have to pay for the repair. They have this like weird family fight all of a sudden in front of her, which I thought was kind of weird because I know they're trying to like bring Samantha in and let her feel like she's part of the family, but like, is she part of the family yet? Do we have that conversation now? I don't know. Depo, for you, would you do that?
I think if I learned my kid had dented, like if I'm sitting right there and Kyle comes and he goes, hey, do you want me to take your car to the repair shop? And in the moment I'm learning that my car has a dent on it and my kid did the dent and didn't tell me and was just like waiting. I think I would be like, what the heck? Like, I think that's just, I don't think that they got like that uncomfortable with it. They were just like, you're going to pay for it. And it was just kind of like, and now we're going to go eat. And then it was done with it. And I think they go on and have a lovely meal. But what are you supposed to be like? Haha.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I'm asking you.
I don't
like,
know.
You'd say it in front of me, but like, I'm just saying if there was like if Kyle had brought some woman home from work who didn't have any family to eat dinner with y'all, would you say all that in front of her? I guess if you had done some work with her.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess because Rosalie and Samantha are close in a way, right? Like they're like leaning towards friends, acquaintances moving towards friendship.
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably wouldn't talk about the bumper because that feels like logistics. And I'd probably just wait till she was gone and then be like, hey, by the way, do you want me to take it tomorrow?
Yeah. Okay. Just curious.
Then we'd go wake Joy up and be like, what the heck, Joy?
Yeah. Yeah, Samantha should just get in there, get involved. Lewis tells Harvey he's leaving to take a judgeship, and Harvey is pissed. Lewis is pissed. He thinks Harvey and Donna were laughing at him at dinner, and Harvey explains it wasn't about Lewis and says he's in Lewis's corner, and Lewis would rather Harvey come sit with him instead of go fight for him. And I was like, oh, okay.
That's nice. This is where the windmills line is stated.
Yeah, it is. Again, a throwaway line for the title.
Yeah. Samantha then the next day thanks Alex for dinner and for family. It was exactly what she needed. And she's going to go actually find out who her biological parents are because she was like, seeing Joy be such a mix of you and Rosalie, like really made me think I should meet who I'm a part of.
Mm-hmm. Lewis hears giggling in his house when he gets home, and it's Donna and Sheila, and they are giggling. And she convinced Sheila that Lewis should stay, which is good because he's already agreed to stay, which means it's girls' night out. Honey, there ain't no doubt. I'm gonna do. I can't remember the words. It's the Judds, and I forgot it. Do you know the Judds? Did you ever listen to them?
I know of the Judds, but I wasn't like a Judhead.
You weren't a Judhead.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a something head, what were you head as far as country music goes?
Before I moved to Texas, a family friend gave me a Lyle Lovett CD.
Okay, you were allowed.
I listened to that.
Love it, Dad?
I don't know. I could love it or leave it though. You know,
love it or leave it. Were you ever a Willie head?
Yeah, I think that I just didn't grow up with it, you know?
With Willie Nelson?
Not really. But I appreciate all he's done.
Yeah, he probably wasn't that popular in Pittsford, New York.
Or like, I don't know. But people liked country music. I think I'm just not a good fan. And I wish I was, you know?
I think you're a good fan.
Thank you. I'm a good Suits fan.
You are a good Suits fan. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good Suits fan. So they have a girls' night out, and Lewis is going to be the most important woman in the room, right? They're going to watch a movie, and it's going to be so fun, and Lewis is very excited.
I hope Lewis has a baby girl.
Okay.
for the way he's so excited about, girly
Okay.
things.
Harvey tries to get a new client by saying that they share a common enemy. The CEO, Daniel, wants his goddamn company back, and Harvey suggests that he sues the board as a shareholder, and Harvey is hired. Like, he comes in with all these hot ideas, and God's like, all right, I'll take it. Let's
I
do
have
it.
nothing else to
Let's
lose.
do it. Yeah.
So the CEO's name is Daniel, but they call him Dan. His name's like Dan Foley, right? So this case, and the reason Harvey went after it is actually because it's against Faye's old law firm.
Yeah.
Faye's old law firm was influencing the board to get Dan out. And Faye says, like, I'm not a part of the old law firm. I'm here as the head of this law firm. So I'll be rooting for you, Harvey. But also, if you break one rule, you're out on the street. I will fire you, no questions asked. And he's like, well, enjoy the show, lady.
Yeah. Yeah. He's still got a little Harvey in him,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That CEO, Dan, calls Harvey because he fucked it up. He took out an ad in the paper which made the board fire him, and now he's threatening to sue him. And Harvey immediately goes to talk to Donna, who is overwhelmed because she's doing secretary work. And Harvey is pissed and wants to go fight Faye. Donna suggests that they going out to dinner early and stop thinking about work for a bit to clear their head.
And to be clear, Harvey took out the ad in the paper.
Yeah.
Why are these lawyers taking out all these ads in the paper?
I don't know. Well, the last ad was Thomas Kessler, right?
Oh, that's true. He was taking out ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
think
just,
you're
like,
confusing.
wild.
It's just generally my boyfriends, while all my boyfriends taking out ads in the paper.
Yeah, your
It's
boyfriends
probably
love
related.
the paper.
They do. They love the paper.
Yeah. Okay, so Harvey's in trouble. He confronts Faye about calling her old firm 2 hours after telling her about the client. There was this 15-minute phone call between Faye and the firm that Harvey is suing. She goes, actually, they called me and they weren't asking me for help. They were just telling me how annoying you are. And they had a lot to say on the matter. But you can subpoena me if you want. You can subpoena them. Like, it's the same story. All you've accomplished, Harvey, by taking this case is getting Dan Foley fired. So congratulations.
Dang.
You were trying to come at me and then you ruined a man's life.
Really effed that one up. Harv. Harvey tells Faye he's the guy it always works out for. He went to Kevin Miller to buy Dan's company and hire him back. And he says all she has to do is give Gretchen back to Lewis. But Faye is not fine being extorted like this. And she notes he hasn't crossed a single line, so she must be doing her job. And you can see the look on his face. It's because Harvey's like, oh, do you think he's mad he hasn't crossed a line? Like, do you think he's like regretting that he hasn't crossed a line? Or is it like, oh, okay, maybe now they are? Like, I'm wondering what Harvey's character is thinking, like, in this moment.
I think it's also like, Faye's not going to be extorted. She's like, fine that you did this. I'm glad you didn't cross any lines, but I'm not going to just give Gretchen back to Lewis because you won a case. Like, good for you. I'm rooting for you to win a case.
Yeah.
So I think that he thought that he had like leverage over her.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It was wild.
He was surprised.
Then we have this last story, which is one of those situations where we talked about this last time. Katrina just has weird stories. She just has weird storylines. And this is another one. Go ahead. Kick it off for us, Mags.
Okay. She's sorting papers, Katrina, at her desk when Wet Blanket Susan, who we remember from a few episodes ago, comes in to suggest she can help replace Brian. And she can help Katrina win this VersaLife case. And Susan has actually found a smoking gun that they need to work on and like figure out. So Katrina decides, sure, I'll give you a chance, Susan, who I hated working with when I wanted to smell Brian.
Katrina and Susan are working late in the library. Susan asks for Katrina's advice on how to keep things professional for a colleague. Then Susan asks if she could use her personal connection to settle this case. And Katrina says, no, it won't work. You drop it. And you need to know when to drop it.
Okay. I'm going to come back with a depo for that after this next plot point. So Katrina then calls Susan in because Susan did not drop it. She went to the family friend and deliberately and willfully disobeyed Katrina's decision. And it was a bad move because now the other firm knows like that they're kind of in a weak spot. So Susan says, actually, Katrina, you should reconsider kicking me off this case because I know what really happened to Brian. and I'm going to tell Faye about it if you kick me off this case. Like, all of a sudden, she's super bold. Here's my question. Do you think that when Susan was asking for advice from Katrina about the paralegal that she had a crush on, that she was doing that to like poke and get information from Katrina about her and Brian?
1,000%.
She was just like trying to see.
Yes.
Sneaky bitch.
Yeah, Susan is a sneaky bitch. Samantha checks in on Katrina, who was in the office early. And she's telling her about how Alex's family is like the closest thing she has to family in this firm. And Katrina then asks if she should stand up against Susan without saying she's going to stand up against Susan. Samantha tells her if she gives this hypothetical person an inch, then they will take a mile.
Which is pretty good advice. Like, give a mouse a cookie.
Yeah.
So Katrina then goes up to Susan and she's like, I thought about what we discussed. And you're going to need like an office to be my associate. So let's go get you an office. We have to get approval. And she walks her straight to Faye and then tells Faye in front of Susan that Susan made a mistake, but immediately told Katrina about it. And she gets praise from Faye, like that she fessed up to this mistake. And then Katrina's like, Faye, do you have anything? Or Katrina's like, Susan, do you have anything else to add? She goes, no. Like, she doesn't say anything in this moment in front of Faye. A real ballsy move by Katrina.
Yeah, big time. Those are some specter balls right there. Truly. Later that night, Susan asked Katrina how she knew Susan wouldn't turn her in. And Katrina says that she wouldn't. And she said that ambition is not a bad thing, but it can't be all that she has.
A teaching moment.
It was a teaching moment. And that's part of being a senior partner, is you have to be a teacher.
Yeah, you do have to.
You know what I'm saying?
Then we're in episode 4.
We are.
Yes, we're still watching Netflix.
Yeah.
Before the credits.
I got all the way to season 10 the other night, but I fell asleep.
Season 10?
I mean, episode 10.
Did you really?
Fell asleep.
You're all ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, so Donna is making Harvey coffee in the morning, which means she wants something. Like, she wouldn't be making this coffee. And she does. She wants Harvey to come to breakfast with her family. He does not want to go.
No. Faye goes to see Katrina about why she brought Susan into her office. She wants to know exactly what happened. Katrina won't report it to Faye, and Faye says Katrina is great and she should adapt the code of conduct.
Yeah, she's very impressed.
Yeah.
Then we see a flashback. 8 years ago, Alex is working at his old firm when Tommy Bratton presents him with Masterson Construction.
Yeah, I think so.
Tommy wants to give him this client because he's married with kids. He's a family man. And that's why he's not going to give it to Greg, this guy named Greg, who's just this single dude. And Alex feels kind of icky about taking it because he really thought that it was going to Greg and Greg should be the next in line for it.
Yeah. Then Greg goes to see Alex at his office. He needs a favor. The lawsuit against Panasonic. He wants the firm to take the offer. Greg says Alex owes him because he took his place in line. And then Alex says he knows all about Masterson Construction and how Alex covered up a conspiracy. He's using it as blackmail. This is when it comes back to haunt him.
Gosh, Greg, what a bad dude.
Yeah.
Then we hear our favorite song. A greenback
boogie. Oh, well, you stretched it out.
I stretched it out really long.
Okay. Was it good for you until you kept stretching, or was it
No,
awful?
It was immediately off, but I thought that it was probably off for you too, so I just...
No, it was great until you stretched. Gotta figure this out.
We gotta figure this out.
Offline. Yeah.
Okay, Lewis goes to yell at 2 people in the conference room. He's like, you're from a firm shitty and shitheads. And then he's like really digging into them. And they're like, no, we're like real bad.
Yeah.
Like trying to give them a heart attack. And they're like, we're not lawyers. We're Susan's parents. She invited us to visit.
So wild. Lewis immediately stressed to Gretchen because he needs her back. He's got Norma the third at his desk now, and she's the worst. Gretchen tells Lewis to go to Faye's goddamn office and ask her when she can get back to him.
I love that Norma's granddaughter is a secretary for Lewis Litt briefly.
I know.
What a delight. Norma's back.
Yeah.
I wonder how she feels about Lewis having her grandmother's ashes in his office.
In the office. I don't know. Wild.
Instead of going to see Faye, Lewis confronts Katrina about rewriting the code of conduct in the bathroom, in the women's restroom. He wants her to sneak in a sentence that would let him get Gretchen back. So he is not going to Faye and having this conversation. He's trying to sneak it in.
Katrina tells Lewis she will not slip in a sneaky line in the code of conduct. She tells him to never again use their friendship to try and get her to do something like this again. Dang.
Yeah.
Spectre level balls.
Spectre level balls. Later, for an unrelated reason, Lewis is sitting in the pit sulking, and Harvey goes to check in on him. And Harvey apologizes for not showing Lewis respect, and he suggests that they need to get Faye to treat them all with respect.
Yes. Then Lewis apologizes to Katrina, then asks if she is willing to put something in the code of conduct. He doesn't want to sneak it in by Faye. He wants to ram it down our throat.
Yeah. It's not some weird thing that should be in the bylaws. This is something that should be in code of conduct.
Yes.
Later, Gretchen is packing up her desk for the night because this was all started with Lewis's desire to have Gretchen back at his desk. And Miss Richardson, Miss Faye, asks if Gretchen told Donna about her divorce because we already know that Faye has used her divorce. It was kind of messy. And then Faye also asks if Lewis would prefer to hear that he is getting Gretchen back from Faye or from Gretchen herself. And Gretchen's like, you should do it. You should tell him.
Yeah. Yeah. Depa, do you think that's right? Do you think Faye should say it?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Is Gretchen ever wrong?
Never. She's never been wrong.
Never, not once.
Next storyline. Donna and her dad are at breakfast, and she tells him about her and Harvey, and he tells her congratulations, but clearly he has some misgivings. He thinks that she should be with someone who can put her needs above their own. So he's not too happy about this because, they had a past. And what's interesting is the preview of the last time on Suits that they do right before this episode, they took it back seasons ago with the drama. They are trying to tie up so many loose ends, and they're bringing them back. They're gotta bring them back, gotta bring them back, gotta bring them back. Tie this up. Who's this person? Gotta get them in. And I remember watching this particular one thinking, dang, I forgot all this stuff that's going to happen. They're just going to try.
Oh, it's just going to keep being folded.
It's going to be like a big old gift basket from Harry and David. They're going to just those baskets you get at Christmas that have lots of nuts. It's a basket full of nuts and popcorn, maybe wine if your person was really trying to splurge on you, you're a real fancy client. And then there's some cheese that just won't go bad, and it's got all that little Christmas Easter grass in it, and then some raffia and saran wrap. That's what they're going to do. They're going to tie it up, and then they're going to ship it to you in a box with a big old sticker that says Harry and David. But it's not going to say Harry and David. It's going to say all the names of the firm. Anyways, what I'm saying is it's a big old gift basket.
I hope that in the series finale, we see every single one of your boyfriends and more.
All in a big old basket together.
In a big old basket.
In a big old basket.
Okay, so then Faye, this is just Donna is the center of two different storylines here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Faye then is in Donna's office to talk about, hey, heard you and Harvey are dating, and that's not great because when 2 out of the 5 are dating,
what do we do?
It's not good for the vote. Okay, so one of you has to give up your vote. And that one is going to be you, Donna. And Donna's what? You're saying you're trying to diminish me. You're trying to diminish my role at the firm. And Faye's actually, Harvey can give up his vote if he thinks that your opinion is more important, but only one of you will vote because that is what makes ethical sense here.
This is tough.
Do you agree with it?
I do. I feel like they should arm wrestle for it. Yeah.
I feel like they should have to do a quiz. Remember that Harvard quiz in season 1?
Oh, yeah.
They should have to do a quiz about cases at the firm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then Donna's just zoning out at the copy machine.
When Harvey comes to check in about breakfast, Donna says breakfast wasn't great, and she wishes that Harvey would just get along with her father. And then she asks if he told his mom about Donna. And Donna says putting her first would mean fixing his relationship with her father.
She has a lot of things weighing on her right now.
And she's kind of taking it all out on this like one thing. She's trying to project it into one little thing. I'm about to sneeze. So anybody who's watching.
Oh no, please.
There's a little one.
Was that it?
That's all I got.
That's beautiful.
I pushed it back because I felt. Is that what it looks like? My part of the screen's hidden because I've got the notes on top of it, so I can't even see me. So, are you saying that I go?
Your sneeze comes out your mouth. That's why it sounds so weird because it's supposed to like come out your nose and mouth, but it's like it's just like. Oh wait, I have to sneeze.
I've said this so many times that I only laugh at myself when I'm by myself when I sneeze because I think I literally will like a grandpa slap my knee. I'm like, that is some funny stuff, Amanda. Every time it happens, I'm like, that is so funny to me.
I'll cut the clip for it so you can see it. So you know what you look like. You know what you sound like, but now you'll know what you look like.
I don't even know if you're going to have to cut it. I feel like AI is going to be like, I know which one is good. American Dad presents the face sneeze.
Oh my God.
Oh, Willie, I'm sorry.
This is great.
All right.
Okay. So then that night, Harvey calls his mom and tells her all about Donna. And he says, Donna's the one. And his mom's like, great. I've actually been waiting for you to get together for years because your brother, Harvey, is a blabbermouth. And he's told me about Donna and how he wanted you two to get together. So then his mom also reminds him that he has a generous heart and he can definitely win over Donna's dad just by being himself.
I just started thinking about that sneeze again. Sorry. Okay. Donna goes to see Faye and she says her and Harvey both having a vote at the firm is in the best interest of the firm. Donna asks if it's really about Faye and her ex-husband, but Faye is not budging. She's tough as nails. Tough as nails.
Also, it's not about Faye and her ex-husband, Donna. It's about two people who are boning, having a vote, and it's almost half
Two
of
out
the
of the five are...
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Yeah.
Harvey is then out to coffee with Donna's dad. And he presents Donna's dad with a partner to help the deal that he's in town trying to close. And could be a good chunk of money. But his dad is pissed that Harvey dug into his business without his approval. And he thinks Harvey is just trying to buy his admiration and very big overstep.
Donna is pissed at Harvey for trying to help. And she says she thinks Harvey thinks he is better than Donna and then tells Harvey about the vote thing. And just then, Lewis walks in to talk about Katrina and Gretchen. The three of them fight and play the blame game. And Donna tells Harvey to let it go. What's more important than any of this is their relationship with each other.
Yeah. It's like a big fight.
Big old fight. Bigger than a face sneeze.
Big face sneeze fight. But this gives Harvey an idea. So he goes and he basically rounds up all of the named partners. And in the morning, they all walk slow motion into Faye's office. And they say, Donna is not going to lose her vote. And they present all the possible things that could be conflicts. Playing Settlers of Catan and eating Chinese food. Going mudding, basically just shoving in Faye's face that they're all friends. And so now also in the code of conduct, if they waive their, waiving their,
I don't know,
conflict.
Yeah.
They waive their conflict. They all say this isn't a problem for us that Harvey and Donna are boning. it's fine. And so in the code of conduct that is written, that is law. So
Mm-hmm.
they just want to be treated with respect, and they're not going to hang Donna out to dry.
I feel like playing Settlers of Catan and eating Chinese is different than boning.
And so does Faye. And she kind of calls that out. She's like, you know why that's different. And they're
Yeah.
like, it doesn't matter.
This is in the code of conduct now.
Yeah.
And we walked in here choreographed. So Faye, do not ruin this for us.
But Faye's kind of like, I mean, it's very different to have a friendship with someone who you work with and have
Mhm.
a sexual relationship with someone that you work with.
Agreed. Speaking of, Donna's dad is at Harvey's home having a drink. Harvey apologized for his gesture, and her dad says that she and Harvey are a lot like her mother and him. And ultimately, her dad also asked for Harvey's help with this deal. He's like, okay, I like you again. Also, really need your help again. I need that money.
Yeah. He's like, I think he really does appreciate Harvey and also
Yeah.
probably is desperate for Harvey's deal.
Yeah.
So two things can be true.
Yeah.
So then Donna is leaving a voicemail for Rachel, and Harvey walks in, and he's in sweats and kind of a collared sweater.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
Loved
like,
it.
yeah, it's cute, like very comfy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he says, like, listen, your dad loves me. And he also
Mhm.
tells her that she needs to come to him when she has things that are bothering her instead of like bottling it all up and not talking about it,
Mhm.
like this whole vote thing.
Mhm.
He tells her they're going to be together forever, which then Donna's like, oh, is this how you propose to me? And then it's like, haha, haha. Like, I don't know, maybe I never thought about marriage. And then just then Harvey's mom calls, and it's a perfect way to get out of this conversation, even though I think they genuinely really enjoyed this conversation talking about marriage and engagement.
Right. Did seem like that.
And yeah, and then Harvey's like, Mom, I want you to meet Donna, puts his mom on speakerphone, and Donna immediately takes the phone, and they're just gabbing away. They're having the best time.
Yeah. It's interesting that she never once called the office and was like, Harvey Specter, please. And tried to get through to, and Donna didn't answer, of all the times.
The
I know
mom-
that Mark, yeah. Because I guess because they were
They were
estranged for so long.
estranged. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Donna wouldn't have put her through.
No. Last storyline. We have a flashback. Greg is pissed about Alex taking Masterson. He wishes Alex would have come to him first.
That's the flashback. And then
Well, there's more flashback. Yeah.
yeah, Alex's wife shows him a video of their daughter walking. So I guess their youngest daughter is only like 9 years old.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? But he's super distracted. He can't even focus on it. And then he tells her his suspicions about Masterson Construction and promises to get to the bottom of it. And she tells him, you're a really good man, Alex, and I'm so lucky to be married to you.
And boy, is she wrong. Because in the middle of this flashback, Alex confronts Tommy Bratton about Masterson Construction, and he tells him that they need to stop. And Bratton fills him in that he is set up as the fall guy, like they're wiring money. It's this whole thing. And he's like, oh, you wanted somebody with a family because you have more to lose.
Mm-hmm. Then flashback. He's sitting at his desk. It's late at the office, and he's just rewatching this video of his daughter's first steps when Rosalie calls. And he's like, I'm going to be late again. And he lies and says it was all just a coincidence, the deaths associated with Masterson. And she's like, well, it's good to know that I married someone who would get to the bottom of it if it wasn't just a coincidence. And then as he hangs up, Greg walks in, and he's like, I don't want half of whatever other client you were going to give me. I want half of Masterson. And Alex is like, you don't want it. Like, you don't want this client.
Yeah. I think that's the end of that one.
That's the flashback. But then present day, the story continues. Alex goes to talk to Samantha about Greg and Panasonic to try and figure out if she'll take this deal. And she's like, no, I won't, because it's a horrible deal. But I also know that Greg must have something on you, Alex, because she could not take this deal. So she's like, you need to figure out how you're going to tell your wife about the Masterson Construction thing, because I'm not going to help you until she knows.
Yep. And then Alex updates his wife about Masterson Construction. He tells her the whole truth, and she is pissed that he let them keep on doing all the bad stuff. She needs some time to process that he did not trust her, and I completely agree.
Yeah, this is a big one.
Yeah, this is a big one. He done messed up.
He done messed up. So Rosalie then goes to see Samantha about getting back at Greg. So she's like, we need to find some dirt on him so that he won't use this Masterson construction against my family. And Samantha's like, well, we could also call Greg's bluff. But Rosalie's like, we have a lot to lose if we lose that bluff. So no, we can't do that. We need to play a little dirty.
Yeah. Alex asked for the map for destruction for Greg from Samantha. Just then, Harvey walks in to tell him the plan to put a stop to Faye.
Yeah. Alex is like, don't let my wife do this. I want to take down Greg. But Samantha's not going to let that happen because Samantha's going to take down Greg. So she actually goes to make a deal to make it all go away. And then she shows him all the dirt that she has on him. And he's like, okay, fine. I'll take this deal. And she goes, no, actually, now that you didn't take it without me having dirt on you, this deal's off the table. We're going to have to negotiate the old-fashioned way, which is neither of us have dirt on each other, and we just have to be the better lawyer will win.
Then Samantha updates Rosalie on the Greg situation and also says Samantha didn't have anything to lose and she wanted to protect everything that the Williams do have. Alex invites Samantha over for a game of Settlers of Catan with the family, like saying, you're part of the family. Come on over, Sam.
Have you played Settlers of Catan?
Never.
Me either. And it's supposed to be such a fun game.
Yeah, I've been fine without it.
Till we play it.
Should we play it next week?
Yeah, I have to buy it. I think it's like an 8-hour game, but it's supposed to be really fun.
I think we're fine. I think we're good.
We're good without it.
I would like to play like a shorter game. Like sometimes when I'm on a train, I'll play like little games. Like maybe even like a train to Prediction Town.
Yeah, let's play like a little game of spit while we drive down to Prediction Town. Chugga 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 chugga.
How was that for you? Oh. How was that for you? Was that a good train?
That was a great train ride. Thank you.
I think it was a good train. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good train for me.
The nice thing about trains is like the gears all operate at different times.
That's fair.
Okay. I think that Faye is going to make Katrina a name partner before she leaves. I think Faye, before the end of the season, will be ready to pass off the firm. But in her last move as managing partner, she's going to make Katrina a name partner because she just loves Katrina. She needs someone in there who's, on the up and up. I think Donna and Harvey will get married, even with their flirtatious. I never thought about marriage, but we're going to be together for everything. Okay. I also really want to see Sheila and Lewis get married. But now that we only have a couple episodes left, I don't know if it's going to happen. I think Samantha's going to find her bio parents. And at first, they're going to be like real rough and tumble. And then they're all going to fight. But then I think they're going to sit down and play Settlers of Catan and be just like love each other.
Okay.
I think Sheila is going to go into labor in an extensive and embarrassing role play with Lewis. And she's going to give birth in some sort of costume. Like she's dressed as a wizard or something. And then gives birth. Okay. I think we will meet Donna's sister.
Okay.
I wonder what her name is. Deanna?
Okay.
Diana?
Dirty Diana.
Dirty Diana.
Those are great predictions. You got to really run the gambit on those, Maggie.
Thank you. Tried to be variety.
Yeah. I can't wait. We got a couple. The next 2 episodes are really good too.
Okay. I'm so excited.
So thanks so much for tuning in. You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and of course, YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere else you get your podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review.
If you don't know how to start that review, you could always say, achoo.
It wasn't even a big sneeze, and it's getting a lot of FaceTime, if you know what I mean.
It was just so cute. What a cute sneeze. Just like
cutie.
The podcast. Just a cute little podcast. Achoo.
Cute little body. Willie and I say bye.
Bye.